try and go on the front. Mohoric now onto the wheel of the Slovenian. He looks across. Van der Poel just drifting back. Well, Van Aert, Krauw Andersen, late on the brakes into that corner. Pedersen rounds Telgi, just on the wheel of Pedersen. Then it's Michael Matthews. And then I think it's Nizzola. Nizzola was the rider that struggled on the climb, but Nizzola's about ninth wheel. We know how well this man could descend, and he's going for it. Oh! Oh! Whoa! He just took his eye off the ball.
Stays up. That was horrifying. But Matej Mohoric is a terrifying descender, and he's one of the very best. And once again, that racing line is almost absurd from Matej Mohoric. But so far, he's got away with it. Pogacar doesn't fancy it.
No, Pogacar couldn't follow, forcing Van Aert. This is an amazing bit of, well, descending. He's pushing it to the very, very limits. Then he took himself out of the game. The motorcycle can't actually match the pace of this man who's absolutely flying.
So Matej Mohoric once again producing a masterclass of descending and putting everybody else right into difficulty. Van Aert taking the responsibility of leading the chase group, and Matej Mohoric is developing his advantage on the road here. There's a few more technical sections to come. A very tight hairpin here, a left-hander, and then a couple of 100 meters, there's another tight hairpin. It's a right-hander, and then it straightens out a little bit, but the hairpins aren't quite done with yet.
Mohoric has opened up a little bit of a gap here. It's just a second and a half, but it's enough for the Slovenian champion. Forces his way around that bend. And who is chasing? It is, wow, Van Aert, who's trying to shut that gap to three of the best bike handlers in the world at the sharp end of Milano-Sanremo, and it's advantage Mohoric right now.
Yeah, it is. He's going to take an advantage, I'm pretty sure, onto the road when it flattens out, and they've got the final couple of kilometres to contend with. On the run into the Via Roma, draw breath, the big finale is upon us. Nothing has been decided yet in Milan-Sanremo, despite the violence of this attack on the descent off the Poggio. What a masterclass. Right on the edge, though, wasn't it?
It was.
Right on the edge.
He just took his after ball briefly and ended up going into the guttering, but he's opening up slowly but surely. A nice little bit of a lead here as Van der Poel senses it's too dangerous to let this man go clear. So Van der Poel goes on the offensive, chased down immediately by his nemesis, Wout van Aert. Tadej Pogacar just behind, and then Søren Krauw Andersen, the attacker on the climb, is in position. Now
there's a millimetre left on the road there for Matej Mohoric, and he used every single one of them. And he's just, I mean, he knows that this is the moment that he's got to take his advantage. As Christian Islands, I think he's the last rider in line there from the Israel Premier Tech team. They're out of sight now. Mohoric has dropped them. And this is, the technicalities of this descent are done with now.
It is, it's just taking
raw power.
This is how Mohoric wants to win this race, and it showed by the risk that he was taking how much he wanted Milan-Sanremo. And now who's going to do the chasing behind? It's
they're all isolated.
Pogacar happy now at the moment.
Slovenia versus Slovenia on the approach to the finish line in Sanremo. That's it, they're off the Poggio. Matej Mohoric, can he hold on? Who's going to chase him down?